Hello all, welcome to oratrainees.com. In this session, we'll discuss about OTBI report with a drill down sample to any web page. Okay, so the example we have chosen in this one is designing an OTBI report which displays the invoice details from the OTBI. Okay, so here are the steps involved. So I'll just show you the steps. So the first thing is here, we have designed an OTBI report with these set of 5 columns. Okay, and we have enabled a link on the invoice number, and this invoice ID, it is available in the criteria, but I mean to say it is available in the analysis, but it is not available to the user. So this invoice ID is required for the invoice page to for the navigation from OTBI to display invoice details. Okay, so this invoice ID is a primary key which is required for us to display the invoice page. So with this, here are the settings which will be doing it live demonstration now. So finally, if you observe the result, so here, like once you open the OTBI report, you'll be seeing a link on the invoice number. Once you click on that, you'll see the Fusion invoice page. Okay, so let me show you the result once, and then we can design it from the scratch. Okay, so this is a sample OTBI report which is displaying the data. So let me just click on any of the invoice number, maybe 01234. Okay, I'll just click on this one, and once you click on this 01234 invoice, it is showing a kind of a pop-up saying that view invoice. Just click on view invoice, and now it will navigate to another web page and displays the invoice details. So here, if you observe, it is displaying the invoice details. Similarly, you can try for another invoice number also. Let us say 459, which is ending with 459. I'll just click on this one. It'll open in another window, same thing, like 459 data, right? So this is how we can see the drill down details. I mean to say, like we can drill down from OTBI page to a web page to display the invoice data. Okay, so let's see what are the steps involved in designing this particular report. So what I'll do is I'll just navigate to the OTBI. So I'll just click on home. I'll just navigate from the starting so that you'll have a clarity. So let us say this is my link to the instance, the Fusion instance. And here click on home. And here what you do is click on tools, reports and analytics, and click on browse catalog. Okay, so it will go to analytics. And now what we do is click on new analysis. So the subject area which I'm choosing is a payable invoice one. Scroll down. Payable invoices transaction real time. Okay, select this one. So I prefer to click on save before starting creation of the data. Say X6 payable invoice drill down OTBI. Okay, so this is my report name. So now let us choose the columns which we want to display. So the columns which we want to display is our invoice ID, invoice number, and supplier data. So general information, in the invoice detail, general information, select the invoice ID, invoice number, invoice. You can just simply double click on the selected column. It will be available here, invoice ID, and you can select invoice type also. And similarly, now you can select supplier details. Supplier number and supplier. Okay, so that's all for now. And just click on save and just see how it looks like. Click on result and should be able to see the data what we have selected. Okay, so now the first thing what we want to do is we don't want to show invoice ID in the output. So invoice ID is required for our drill down details, but it is not for the end user to see the invoice ID. So what we do is click on criteria, click on invoice ID, column properties, column format, and just click on hide. Okay, so this particular property will make the invoice ID to be hidden at runtime. Just click on OK and click on save. Once you click on result, the invoice ID won't be available again. Okay, so that's the first task we have done. And now the next task is enabling the hyperlink on the invoice number so that when you click on the invoice number, it will navigate to the web page which will display the invoice details in a view mode. Okay, so like there are functionalities which are available based on the enablement of drill down functionality on the OTBI for a specific knowledge area. It is not that these drill down functionalities are available in all the web pages. So we have to find out from the meta link like on which particular pages this drill down functionality is enabled. So click on invoice number, click on column properties, and now click on interaction. So in the interaction on the value section, click on action links. Okay, now this is the place where we have to create the hyperlink. Just click on this particular plus symbol and now mention the link text, view invoice details. Now, what is the action we want to perform? We want to perform navigation to a web page. Okay, so the ADF page which we want to see, it's just a web page, right? So just click on web page, and now it is asking the URL. So here there is a specific criteria or specific way we have to mention the URL. So in our case, to display the invoice details, this is the Oracle provided link, generic link, and that I have replaced with my instance details. So here till this is the first thing, like if you see the URL, right, this place I just mentioned my URL, the instance URL. Similarly, in your case also, you have to do the same thing. Mention this one and click on define parameters. So there are 3 parameters which are required for this particular URL. So once you click on define parameters, it goes to this particular pop-up. Click on plus symbol here. Now mention the 3 parameter values. The first one is AP underscore view invoice. Okay, so this you have to mention. And the second one is view. Okay, so the object type is view AP underscore view invoice, and the action is view invoice, and the ID, the key value is invoice ID. Okay, so that's all about this particular information. Now mention this one, click on plus symbol again. The third parameter, invoice ID. So the third one, what you have to do is the value type should be column value. So this column value we already selected from our OTBI analysis, right? So we have to select invoice ID. Okay, so these are the settings we have to mention. Okay, and now the final one is click on options, enable this particular function, like enable this open in new window, so that when you click on the hyperlink, it will open the result, open the page in the new window rather than opening the same window. Okay, 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 that's it. Click on save, and now once you click on result, you should be able to see the hyperlink on the invoice number. Yep, perfect. Right, once you click on this one, it has to show a pop-up kind of button. Click on view invoice details. Once you click on view invoice details, it has to show the data of that particular invoice, selected invoice. Okay, so now here if you observe, right, I'm opening from the result window, that is why it is asking like this. Okay, but if you open the end report, then you will see a functionality in a little bit different way. Okay, so yeah, so this all about, you know, like a drill down functionality in the OTBI. And like as I said, you like a drill down functionality is not available for all the pages. You have to refer to Oracle Metalink with appropriate document, so that you'll find out for which particular set of pages this functionality is enabled. Thank you.